Hey people, what's up? Shirtlet here, and yeah, I kind of started the game a little earlier, hence you know, as I'm in the middle of running survival mode with the good old Gyaradoga Risen custom, right? Wait a second. I need to finish this one, so there may or may not be a little bit of safes coming, give or take, you know. 'Cause I need to unlock some, and yeah, right after that we're gonna get to streaming this glorious little game. I really like Operation UC because it gives you a whole lot of stuff to play with, even though some of the a lot of the playable units here aren't particularly original in as far as the moveset goes, but still nice that you get a lot of variety in as far as like the general playable lineup goes. I mean, you get two Mark II variants, two Zeta variants. In the story mode, you got more because you know, there's the flying armor Mark II and such. So yeah. Oh crap! Kind of. It's bad news on the horizon. I see bad news on the horizon. Shit. I don't think I can slip out of this. Unless, of course, I were to... Okay. Plan failed successfully. Oh. Just keep there. Never mind me. I'll finish up on this one real quick, and yeah, then we can get back to playing stuff. Cause guess what? I actually have a video in the works about one of the playable units in this one by the name of Memphis. You know, because the Memphis has a whole lot of cool stuff. I'm gonna show you right away. Just Hey, same. I remember that I played this once. I unlocked everything that I tried to get back to this game, but it didn't auto save after I beat 009 with RX on the 8 for some reasons. Damn, that do it. It's nasty. I still have yet to win the survival mode with all the characters, so there's that. But aside from that, I pretty much have all the unlocks. If you wanna check, I have all the categories for every single terrain. But that's enough for me boasting. I'm gonna start running, you know, through the campaign, right? As one should. I think I'm gonna start with the gun cannon. You know, even despite, you know, getting a rather hectic week, courtesy of upcoming uni deadlines and such, I still have yet to finish one HTML related assignment, so it's gonna be that. So that's why this stream is gonna be a little short, but I'm gonna try my best not to be too open about, like, yeah, you know, about having to get this one short, because, you know, streams are fun, and I can't really waste any minutes just belly aching about, you know, being a functional human being, an adult with responsibilities, right? Like, yep. Sucks that schedule got a little more hectic, but what can I do, right? Regardless, I hope you've had a wonderful week. I certainly did have some days that were better than others, and some that were a little bit on the worst side. So, you know, shouldn't be too bad. It's that, you know, I had one coding assignment on Wednesday, and kinda, you know, the compiler was kinda felt like being a cunt that day, and it didn't let me run my functions, so I was admittedly a little crestfallen over some errors, but yeah, I probably either just made some small petty mistake and getting the whole dang thing scripted. And again, you know, I should have known better. Been studying coding in C for a while, so I don't really have much of an excuse. But regardless, though, I can definitely see why it's your favorite shower reasonable place. Like, again, thank you for showing me that that one site that had ripped music from all sorts of Wonder Swan installments and such, because I was definitely missing some, and I'm happy that I have a neat little chiptune version of Here Comes Char from I think Getterbeat too. That one's great. With this one, I have to get a little more strategic, because the thing about that GIF, this one can do big damage. Can dish out a whole lot of hurt if you ain't careful. Here's what it does, right? For one, the machine guns in this game are really good. You know, some people are like, yeah, that's just GM Vulcans. Yeah, but they let you get your special gauge stacks, which is good, which is really good. Because if you get something like I don't know, a ball or a gun cannon, it definitely improves your attack spam ability. If you just, I like how both Rumba and Char have the same AI, both like to be constantly in melee range. I mean, to be honest, it's that, you know, the whatchamacallit, the movement, the moveset for both the Goof and Char's Zaku, well, they're kind of geared for that. And as you can see, the early production Goof is made for that as well. Because, you know, it's because of the... because of the whatchamacallit, the special attack, right? Both having a pretty decent, powerful melee strike. Which, yeah. Anywho, kinda... Oh... update on, things that you might have missed. Well, I started playing, SD Gundam Battle Alliance. I picked it up when it was on sale. Gotta say, I don't like how small the roster is, especially when compared to some like the Musou games. You know, I did once, at one point, derisively call it a whatchamacallit, a diet Musou, and I do still maintain that sentiment, and to some degree. I mean, it's not that bad, but you know, you're definitely gonna feel that the lack of your favorites in some regards. So yeah, because I mean, I'm not complaining. It's that reminds me, I got sprites of the I've seen the sprites for Operation UC on Sparta's Resources as well. That's how I got around to this game. I saw the sprites, I saw the cute little egg guys, and I was like, holy shit, that's an egg guy, nice! But yeah, back to SDGBA. I'm pretty close to unlocking the Crossbone X1, so that's neat. And I got a lot of the suits that I like, such as the Zaku, the Dom, the whatchamacallit. I like the Phoenix Gundam, so I got that one. I got the Gift Custom, but I don't know. I wish I could have ran a Hygog or a Gyaradogo or something like that. Yes, I'm a real sucker for the mono eyes and grunts and such. Also, fun fact, chat. This is gonna be pretty cool. Did you know that in this game, the Dom has 3 special attacks, and all of these, and as far as like what it does, they vary in okay, what's the best way to put it? Oh, shit. So in short, whatchamacallit, yeah, the special attack of the Dom pretty much has 3 levels, just like every other special attack, right? Now the thing is, the first level just has it rush forward and do a I have it written down somewhere, give me a second. Let me check my notes. Yes, I have notes for this. Yeah, special charge with an attack, level 1 Scatter Beam, level 2 Bazooka Shot, level 3 Heat Saber. Yeah, pretty much just changing them weapons on the go, which is nice. Admittedly, very nice. I've long since been SDGBA. That's really cool. I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty close to the end, and I'm not. I think that if I wasn't like rushing to get all the units in the game, I probably would have been done with it much earlier. So I mean, the story is a little too short. The Chaos missions, oh, they're neat. And I know that for the most part they're in there just so that you can get parts for pretty much units that you wouldn't usually be able to get because they'd probably have to spend money on and time on like getting a proper G-Reco stage or a victory gun stage. You know how it is. So yeah, I'm glad that at the very least we got it in that form. I mean, it's better than nothing, but I hate using the phrase "it's better than nothing" because it feels a little negative to say. But it is. I know I tend to say that there's been a lot of shit happening this week, but there's been a lot of shit happening this week. I mean, we got the G-Quacks, which I like to sometimes call G-Cocks or some. That was a silly, you know, Gundam design when I saw the. Hold up, it's not a Gundam, apparently. Like, it's not explicitly said to be Gundam, but I don't like the general premise of the show, but and the mecha design's a little off, but to be honest, like with the lineup that it has, you know, it has Anno, it has whatchamacallit, there's some people that worked on somewhat more prominent series, so even though I don't know, to be honest, the general premise is still kind of like eh. You know, definitely feels a little like if you watched Vodums at any point, it kind of reminds me of Case Irvine and Vodum's Finder, where you're not really getting much. You're not getting much of the like, or either like mainline or side story. No, you're just getting some complete silliness that, you know, just latched onto a name because, you know, they need to move copies, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But though at some point I really should, you know, actually watch Case Irvine and that one at the very least, so that I can say that yeah, it's shit, I saw it and it's dog shit. Wow. No, don't watch that. But yeah, as for G-Quacks, I don't know, it's weird. But I don't know, I would not be completely pessimistic at the same time. For the final fight, I recommend using a balanced unit that has a good amount of health when upgraded to the max. Zeta is a good pick against GBA's final boss. I see. I'm probably gonna do the monkey thing, and I'm just gonna keep slamming my head against the enemy until the enemy dies. To be honest, because I'm still like that. Like, only very recently I've managed to start nailing counters, so to be entirely honest, the game isn't really built to, you know, be played kind of like, you know, DMC, you know, Devil May Cry, I mean, and such. Even though it really tries to go for that, it's really feels like, I don't know, a half-baked muso at some points. Though to give the game its credit, because it does deserve some, I do like how in general the main loop is fairly fun, fairly smooth, you know. It's definitely something I can I can give points for. Oh. Yeah, I forgot I have to, Oh, never mind then. There's been some other happenings, like non-Gundam ones. Like, apparently, is really good in this game. That charge shot pairs is the best tool. I mean, yeah! Like, I know, I've played this one, and it fucking nukes shields. It's like, oh, you want the beam equivalent of an APFSDS shot? Alright, you're gonna get it. But yeah, going back to like, quote-unquote assorted news that hit my radar. Apparently, one stooge that I had been making fun of every once in a while on streams. One of them Twitch politics people, so you know you're dealing with a certified retard first and foremost. He apparently got outed for sucking off a glowy. Which is very funny in the context. On multiple levels. For one, because the name of the dude in question sounds like a stripper name. Second of all, because that dude's a retard. Third of all, because the other dude in that situation is also a retard. So, it's like, you know, I personally do find a lot of funny in such a situation. Oh shit, I forgot about the contact damage. Personally I don't like the ship fights. They're not fun. I mean, they're not fun for me, because you have to deal with these segments and the limited range of movement coupled with turrets that deal a whole lot of damage. They're not fun. Like at all. But, oh well. At least the infinite continues does make it somewhat plausible. Run. But yeah, going back to... I don't like the mobile armor fights either. I kinda do, except for the Dublin fight. I hate that one. Because, the reflector bits on that one are fucking annoying. But yeah. Gotta go back to the main point. Yeah, I do find the nature of that situation funny. Especially when, you know, when the glowy or in more colloquial terms, such as fed or a spook. The glowy being who was in that one thing, who was being filleted. You know, just so happens to be one of them controlled opposition planes that you know, They're like, yeah, I'm for more traditional shit. Yeah. And at the same time keeps keeps shitting on anyone who, you know, actually does anything vaguely traditional that doesn't involve bumfucking cat boys. So yeah, I do find the general situation in this context very funny. Like it couldn't have happened to a shittier duo, to be honest. Oh. Speaking of kinda goofs and sleazebags, another individual that has been kinda reaping the whirlwind has been a guy from back from the meme war days. This time not named Ethan Oliver Ralph, which that guy's a shitbag in his own right, but well, one by the title of Div, or SFO. Also known as that one insufferable Canuck twat. Well, let's just say that his ill repute has been largely warranted. And thing about that one is that the guy's a rat, complete rat, a sleazebag, if you will. Very much on the like if I wanted to point to like why the general nature of like the internet cliques is absolutely poisonous, it'd probably be a great example of that. Oops. Shit. Give me a second. Yeah, so. I think I nailed the timing, chat. No, I didn't. Unfortunately, the controls for this one are very wonky, so what you're stuck with is not good. Not particularly good, I mean. But I remember the guy not being such a fiend, and then all of a sudden he like there had been some occasions where I was like, nah, fuck you, dude. But you know, I generally chalked it up to like him being a silly Billy, cause you know, a lot of people in such cliques are not known to be not known to be like individuals who can conduct themselves without some, like, special needs toddlers, so, you know. I was like, yeah, that usually happens, but apparently not. Apparently hit to, be much more sleazier, because than I initially thought, which, for one, I'm glad that my suspicion was vindicated, and on the other hand, I ain't, because, well, I know. I wanted to think that my first impression was wrong, but it wasn't, so I guess I have to deal with it. Still, it's a little disheartening to know that I was completely correct. Because apparently he had some involvement back in, like, with like things like the crowd server for like stalking people, which is genuinely vile, you know. I hate when people do that, you know. No matter the stripe, you know, you shouldn't do such a thing. You shouldn't, you know, make a designated spot where you gather dirt on people and you try to get into trouble. It's fucking filthy. Like, and, you know, and then a couple points you know, I so some people be like, yeah, this guy's a douche, and I'm like, okay, is it like the baseline douchiness that you know, Dev/SFO is known for? And no, it's worse. He had a rogue Janny on his server, and that Janny was doing some nasty shit, and he didn't do anything. And of course, you know, when confronted on it, he just stuck to, you know, his own favorite strategy of, you know, being a cunt who doubles down on pretty much every single take, both good or bad. And if kind of the objective reality of the situation doesn't go in his favor, he's like, you know, guess what? I'm gonna present my shitty guesswork as evidence, you know. Then a couple of years after that, you got this quote-unquote pick-me situation where he, you know, if anyone remembers, there was like big game called Hogwarts Legacy, and the resident autogynephiliacs of Twitter kind of started seething about it over something very inane, and they started, you know, kind of trying to vent their impotent rage at, like, complete civvies, engaging in all sorts of, like, nasty things, attempts at doxing, life ruination, that sort of shit. And of course, you know, the amount of people fucked over by the witch hunting was pretty large, you know. Like, there were entire sites just, you know, well, there was one specific site that was kind of made for, like, centralizing the stalking endeavors, but, well, one of the people that had been in the crosshairs. Oh yeah, we're near the Zeong fight, by the way. Yeah, one of the people that they got caught in this crossfire of retardation was a wholesome little YouTuber. Oh, a VTuber, to be specific. A streamer VTuber by the name of Pygmy. Now, I don't watch tubers as much as most people, because, you know, some are very, like, I guess, you know, some are too clean for me, some, I don't know. Like, for the most part, I just stick to clips, and the ones that I mostly, you know, watch as you know, Kirsch, you know, the Bostonian Foxu, and a couple others. You know, Killer Tofu, sometimes Forbidden Soul, because he's British, and therefore I sometimes catch his stuff when I'm staying up late. Sometimes people, but I don't, you know. Again, US time zone is US time zone. But going back to it, like, this individual, this tuber individual was pestered incessantly by these ravenous lunatics that were ringing about a game release during that time. Here comes Div, SFO. Even though, yeah, the SF in his name should stand for sleazy fuckwit. And now, here he decides that no, this person was not actually harassed into quitting. This person just moved over, you know? Nothing to be seen here, you know? So the same sort of retarded cover-up that, you know, CCP does whenever someone just happens to ask what happened on the Tiananmen Square back in '89. What do you mean? There were no tanks? You know. Something of that nature. And there's only proof was conjecture. And then, you know, and nothing. So I was like, oh, maybe the dude's just a contrarian twat. Who cares, you know? Because, like, yeah, it was a retarded take, but, you know. I've seen all sorts of people be idiots on issues, so I didn't think much of it. Yeah. Then I was made privy to you know, the shenanigans with his Jannies and other things of that nature, and I was like, okay, fuck that. Now build from that sphere, because holy shit, no, this is why I hate cliques. Like, I don't like cliques, and I don't usually, you know, get ingratiated into them. You know, with how online things are, with how much I guess K-fob is dominant in the general, I guess, in that content creation sphere. I don't think it's particularly worth it to be plugged in there. Because yes, that way you stumble into if you do, you usually stumble into awful human beings like that, you know. And that's why I generally try to stick to my little, you know, side of the pond, which is nice and quiet. Although a little empty at times, but who cares, right? I'd rather have peace and quiet than, you know, noise and drama. You know. And it is this sleaziness that I take a whole lot of umbrage with. Because, gun tank moment. Yeah! Gun tank! Woo! Gun tank! Woo! Whoa! Bratty turret needs correction! Whoa! You know, yes, I mean, to be honest, I'm not particularly sure about, you know, what chat's thoughts are on one by the name of Jim or Mr. Medicare. But I don't know. I used to watch him back in the day. I still do. He's a fun fellow, and there was one motto that he had, which I do find quite prudent. That, you know, he stuck to a principle that there's no quote-unquote internet friends. Which, I mean, yeah, to a large degree that's true. Like, yeah, I do have my section on the channel that goes like friends of the channel. So, like, you know, cool people that I either worked with or collabed with, and you know, they're pretty chill, but I don't know. There's very few that, you know, I would see in that, you know, sense of a friend as opposed to like a as opposed to just someone I'm on amicable terms with. It's like, I'd call Micah my friend in a lot of regards, because you know, he's a pretty cool dude, and he yeah, you know, he gave me the editing gig, and you know, he is in large a man of his principles, and that's what I find neat about. But same goes for Hatter. I've known him. Well, I've known him before I started the channel stuff. It's been quite a while. But, you know, there's definitely, people that, you know, I've interacted with just sparsely, or that I, don't, know that well, that, you know, I don't think it would be a good idea to be parasocial with him. I mean, to be honest, it's not a good idea to be parasocial with anybody. It's just that, you know. Yes, I do have people on this here internet. Just like that, Ryu died again. What do you mean Ryu died again? Can't you see? The spirit of Ryu lives in the gun tank, because gun tank is based. Just like Ryu was. He's Ryu to me! Ryu to me. But yeah, it's like... The reason it's a good mindset is that, you know... A friend in the normal sense is someone that you can not only, you know, hang around with, but... Having a buddy, you know, if you have a buddy... You don't just, you know, go out for beer and such. Also, we do both go in. Also, we're doing Dynasty Warrior by having both Kai and Hayato in gun cannon. Then. I guess so. Or maybe just Gundam versus Zeta. We have unlocked the Hayato, the Ryu lives thing, but. Yeah, here's the thing. Guess what, in it? A quote-unquote internet friend, you know, a person that you have, like, this very superficial attachment to. Yeah, they can be fun. Yeah, you can hang around them, but, you know, they won't help you change tires. You know, they just in this realistic sense. On top of which, you know, the type of people that I tend to designate with the friend label, they're the type that, you know, if I was doing something stupid, they'd probably tell me. You know, they're no yes men. They're definitely the types that, you know, I could rely on them. That if I were to do something far beyond the pale, they will be they would be the first one to beat me to death with a shovel and bury me behind the city, which that's how it should be, you know. Unfortunately, there's people out there, both on the internet and in real life, that think that having a buddy means that you have a person who's a yes man, who blows smoke up your colon. But no. And this is generally an outlook that somehow works for me, you know. Which I'm happy that it works for me. You know, a good principle is just a good principle. I always viewed the Black Tri-Stars fight as the most annoying 1v3 fight in this game. I can sort of see that, although I don't think it's as bad if you keep your spacing. The only problem is that, you know, all the DOMs are a little beefy in that fight, and you have to shoot a lot. But overall, I would not call them like super hard. But yeah. Of the few 1v3 fights, which I mean, most annoying 1v3 fight, this is pretty much one of the few 1v3 fights in the game, so it's not like they have much of a competition that in that sense either. So yeah. To kind of, I guess, swerve the general rambling previous topic. I do harbor a lot of animosity towards people who do some sort do specific sort of shit. To be honest, it could just be, you know, me kind of having this, I guess, concept of an NAP, though not inherently in the general libertarian sense, more in the like, yeah, doing awful shit is bad. Do not. I definitely do look down on people who are cost others, because that's just a shitty thing to do. You don't do that, right? Pew. I think that's also why, you know, if you've been keeping up with lolcow shenanigans, yeah, that's also why a lot of people, including me, don't like a certain kick streaming figure who dubs himself Jonas O'Malley, you know, when he was venturing around Japan and other countries, just you know, accosting people and being an insufferable prick. And that's why whatever happens to him, I don't care. You know, he can croak for what I care. That's the general sentiment. I know a lot of people don't really like, you know, don't really like to hear this, but there's definitely, you know, even outside of like the quote-unquote tropes, the quote-unquote, I like the way one dude that I know from Kentucky worded it. And there's this, I guess, moral event horizon, where, you know, if you do a sort of specific vile things, one will not feel bad if you start reaping the whirlwind. Which, yeah, I'm very much on the yep. Sounds about right. Side of the fence. Is it, yeah, definitely. And this ain't even a partisan thing, like, You know, there's a reason I don't like Movie Bob, and it's for the same reason I don't like Ethan Ralph or Destiny. They're just awful miscreants. The vile mongrels, you know, trying to... and do vile things to others for their own personal benefit. I think, you know, the general, like, I don't know, partisan pissing matches, which generally, you know, try to worm their way into discourses. I think that's just smoke and mirrors. You know, that lets a whole lot of awful individuals get away with doing awful things. For one, it is worth noting that yeah, shit, I put it. That'd probably be retreading the same thingamajig that I was in the middle of saying, so. There you go. Good old shirt-laid brain fight. But I mean, I've been able to be coherent for a lot longer than I usually am, so there we go. Okay, what shall I resume my rambling on? Oh yeah. It's funny because in one of the 0079 routes you fight Shin Matsunaga. Yeah, I think that's either the ball route or the gym route. Pretty sure, yeah. I think it's the ball and the gym route. Yeah, well, we'll find out in a little bit. You know, the entirety of Solomon is gonna get burned with this. You know, last Wednesday, since I probably mentioned it before, but you know, I managed to transfer the lesson credits from my old major, and as far as like English and 3D modeling goes, over to my current major. So I technically don't have to you know, pretty much attend English classes at all. And again, that's good because unfortunately the current level of uni education of English kinda is, well, it is kinda beholden to the lowest common denominator, which is not a good thing for me. I don't like stagnating, I don't like going complacent in that department, so. You can definitely see why I'm quite gleeful that I don't have to attend those lessons mandatorily, right? But, you know, I got bored one day, because I wanted to chit-chat with one of my classmates, and he was, you know, he has to attend those classes, so, you know, I was a good friend, and, decided to tag along, right? And, you know, in general, like, yeah, they were running through tenses. And yes, there's the most common mental image that I have of this game. The fact that at one point you fight a white Zaku. That's very funny. But um, but anyway, so I was like there in the middle of an English class, just sitting around trying to, you know, at some points I did try and interact with people there. They were going over like super simple and basic shit like, oh yeah, this is the passive tense, something that should be like grade 9 slash high school junior shit. It's like very simple things, but at the same time, I was keeping myself, you know, it was unfortunately a bore. So, as such, I've decided to keep myself entertained. And, you know, the thing is, they, in short, they had a little assignment. There was a little assignment on the whiteboard, and it was something in the vein of, you know, make an essay on this. Just do 300 words on this and that. I was like, okay, fuck it. Let's see how many of them can I get. You know, it's to be honest, it was there was like 5 of them, and I got 4. I got 4 done during that very lesson, so yeah, you can clown on me, I'm a fucking nerd, alright, but yeah, I pretty much got up to some writing, and there was one which was it's kind of like I think it was like my favorite slash least favorite part of Saturday, which I don't know why they singled out Saturday when, you know, when the weekend's right there, right? And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I'll probably try and figure something out. Like shit, yes. I think I've got written somewhere, but just brief pause, a momentary pause to recollect. Right. Oh yeah, it was the I got it wrong, because I did one on the you know, generic essay about Sundays. Then there was like this generic essay about, you know, one's average weekday, and yeah, I was missing like 60 words, so I started rambling about, you know, my general outlook on one's day to day, kind of in the vein of, you know, I don't really like, you know, chasing highs and then falling into lows. I really like, personally, I'm a big fan of kind of the median, you know. If you've ever heard, if you ever heard the fable of kind of the country mouse and the city mouse, where, you know, the country mouse was, you know, was doing all right, but didn't get nothing fancy, but was generally safe, didn't have to run from the cats. Then there was the then there was the city mouse, which was living in the city, you in a hole in the wall, and you know, it lived in an apartment of some sort. And in this apartment there was a cat, but there was also some cool shit in the fridge, so, and in the pantry. So the other mouse, it lived a more I guess engaging life, more adrenaline-filled life, more you know, it gained a lot, but it stood to lose a lot. And I suppose I prefer not to lose things. Which, honestly, in hindsight, it saved me from doing a lot of stupid decisions. Like, I know when to risk things, because, to be honest, you know, you can't really self-actualize without risking something. Like, you know, if you want to talk to somebody, you risk embarrassing yourself. But, you know, to quote Lord Farquaad, you know, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Well, he also said that, you know, some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, but I digress. Now, back to the main part. I suppose what I was trying to say is that, you know, I think too much of either is bad, but it's much easier to overdo it with the non-risk averse part. It's like these two are like major schools of thought. Also partially in like the general time preference nature of them, generally in like their in the, you know, duality of highs and lows, risking versus staying risk averse. Here's the thing, if or, you know, if you want to use a more pretentious term, it can be stability versus, you know, Adam can't really, you know, recall a particularly poignant noun for the other one, but, you know, it's because it's not really stability and innovation, or stability or chaos, because, you know, in that case it wouldn't be a catch-all, which, funnily enough, I'm creating a funny paradox here, where you know, you pretty much have like three types of people who generally, you know, learn foreign languages, and well, you know, four, because you get, there's the type that, because, you know, if you look at the general like curve of I like how Zaku ones pop only in the Abaoku stage. Also in the Gundam mode too. They're over there as well. Last time I checked, but to kind of pull back to that one, like I made a whole ass tangent. inside a tangent, you know, it's almost like coding shit. You create a function within a function within a function, and then you get Stack Overflow and it goes to shit. But anyways, without any, I guess, without anything that would upset the quote-unquote status quo, you pretty much get entropy. Like, on the extreme side of things. And the big downside to the opposite part is that, you ain't gonna... I mean, you're not gonna stagnate, but there's other things that will suffer. Kinda as a result of, change. That's why I personally think that, sometimes it is better to not enact change than to enact it just for the sake of a change. But, you know. Bonk. Oh no. Fuzz, going home. Yeah, let's go into the Shangri-La colony. To go seek a meal, but... yeah. Let's play with some balls now. Because, yeah, to be honest, Shara's never plays was completely correct. Yes, there's... there's a designated ball mode. Once you beat that one, unfortunately, you know, the ball is very squishy. But at the very least, it doesn't get any ship stages, so I'm kinda happy with that. Ow! Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 180mm cannon. Right into your face. Ball is D tier and it will always be D tier. Why you bully ball? Bully's good. Bully's nice. Do not bully ball. Even though, yes, it is very pitiful in its performance. I mean, you could still do the worse. Like the petite mobile suits are much worse. Like, yeah, one upside to the ball is that with the cannon, you know, there's a little bug with the cannon that you can sometimes do where you get to bypass something and it just one-shots a Galgoob. You'll probably see it during this playthrough, I'm not sure, but I've seen it happen. It's fucking weird. You know, it's also cool. Alright, how about D? Pesky Doms! You're no match for the ball! Piloted by Umon Salmon from Crossbone. Oh, did you know that in in Crossbone, whatchamacallit, Crossbone Skullheart, there was this one episode where, well, there was this little story where the old Zondo Gay pilot, who's 70 years old in the time of Crossbone, I think, he made this, he just made a metal mask for a dom. No, not for a dom. For a ball, and he took out multiple doms. And it's goofy as fuck. Which reminds me, I should get around to scripting Skullheart, but it's it just so happens that the exam season is starting for me, which yeah, not too conducive for any of them scripting endeavors, unfortunately. Yeah, well, I'll have to figure things out. You know, there's definitely things I have to catch up on. Like, I managed to successfully get all the viewer requests so far. Which, yeah, by the way, chat or anyone here watching the VOD of this, there's in the description there's a link to the Shirtlet server. Both in you know, I probably mentioned this earlier, but if you want me to cover something, you know, either a specific Gundam game or a specific unit or whatever. And for one, you can just put it in the comments. I can definitely find it, and I'll add it to the list of requests. Which, by the way, they're also I'm kind of also putting the whatchamacallit, this list of requests. I'm putting it on in one of the text channels in the Discord by the name of video requests. So you can easily find that one. And you can drop your suggestions there as well. So yeah, if you want to, you know, super streamlined, you know, there's a link to the Shirtlet server in the description. I've currently got it completely open, but you know, at some point after it reaches some amount of mass, I might have to curb the open invites and cut it down to if you want to join, either beg the channel or throw me a super or email me, just like the almighty Lolly does with his server. Because to be frank, everyone who's joined up, who was joined there up to that point, yeah, they will be grandfathered in. Don't you worry about that. I'm not gonna pull a DSP and there you go. There's the Gelgug one-shotting in the nutshell. But yeah, just so that, you know, I hate being a Janny. And I think that, you know, sometimes when you get like super big servers, you have to have very diligent Jannies, or else some fuckery might happen. I don't want that to happen, so that's my oh yeah, there's Johnny Raiden too. Raiden, stop that blade! No, it's a ball. Raiden, stop that ball! Also, it's nice that the super move actually leaves it exposed. I forgot Johnny was there too. Yeah, he's there too. So yeah, if you want in, you can get in. Even in this here stream, if you scroll down, open the description, is right there. Which, I mean, it's a nice place. And, it's fairly active. Like, for one in the art channel, we've got Kanto, one of the channel's backers, you know, posting his cool kit bashes. We got, as you can probably see in the chat, Mr. Charez number plays. He's making his own stop motion projects, and to be honest, he's very talented at it. So there's that too. There's a lot of neat things to go by. Yeah. So if that might interest you, if that's up your alley, well, I've got the place. And yeah, once things quiet down, and I don't have to deal with multiple deadlines from all sorts of like IT major related matters, I'll definitely you know, I'll definitely speed up the uploads, general uploads. To be entirely honest, I really enjoy making videos. If you couldn't tell, be it on this channel here or in on the channel of one Micah Curtis. He's a comic book guy, but he also does videos. I'm the guy who has edited his Wing Deep Dive series, among others. Like there's, I think, yeah, there should be a playlist on there should be a playlist over on the whatchamacallit, over on my channel named Other Vids I've Edited, and there's basically, not sure whether I've what's the last time I've updated it, but it has most of the vids that I contributed to. Ah yes, and for my next stop motion magic trick, I'm gonna need the Dark Gundam. You mean the Devil Gundam? You're gonna be like, have you seen this man? But and it's gonna be like Kyoji. It's like the power to self-replicate, the power to self-regenerate. These are the powers of the Dark Gundam, which have been gained with the help of Kyoji. This hand of mine is burning red. Its loud roar tells me to defeat you. Take my anger, my sadness, and all of my sorrow. Charged Mephis Beam. Shit, that didn't rhyme. Well. Oh well. Ironic part is I recently finished watching G. Did you like it? I know it's a little on the Super Robot side, a little on the goofy side. Some people don't like, you know, super upbeat stories. Some do, you know. See, I'm curious. What are your thoughts on it? I enjoyed every freaking second of it. Hell yeah. That is great. Then. Dude, I wish they finally made a model kit of the Tequila Gundam already. Though, knowing Bandai, it would probably be P Bandai, and I don't really have a retailer for that, unless I would count buy, and even then I'd probably have to import that for very unreasonable prices. So, oh well. Hopefully, we're gonna get. Hopefully, at some point they will make one, just for the shits and giggles. Oh, that's a really persistent Gaplant. Yeah. I do find it really cool though that the Gaplant here has a very specific gimmick to it. And that is that it's the only, I guess, mobile armor type unit that has an actual shield. Also, I might need to try and figure out how to get something that assigns roles, so that there's gonna be a I guess a stream role that people can opt in. Because I don't want to spam people out with at everyone every time I start streaming. Because that'd be mean. That'd be nasty. Because some people are here for the videos, not for quote unquote shirt lad goes live, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But you know, I definitely have to make adjustments that will allow me to accommodate that preference. Also, did you see that? There was a free move melee combo. As the gimmick of the Memphis. It uniquely has that combo. Like the Gaza C doesn't have that. The Gaza D doesn't have that. The Gazone doesn't have that. The Masala doesn't have that. The Hambrabi doesn't have that. Neither does the Gapland, the Ashmar. None of those have that. Only the Memphis. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. The messenger from Axis, yeah. You know, funnily enough, like on the note of Axis, I think my favorite suit to use from Zeta in this game was the Rigazi and the new. I really like the Gyaradogas in this one. Then again, I really like Gyaradogas in general. Also the Zakus, because thanks to the machine guns, they have very, very good special gauge build-up. Also, for a sudden and irrelevant piece of trivia, Chat, did you know that I don't like traveling? You know, I'd make for one lousy sovereign citizen, to be honest. Because I don't like traveling. It's not that I'd be lazy, but I just, because I enjoyed, the warmth of my domicile a little more. And, you know, frolicking around. But, I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not something I'd enjoy, explicitly. I like the fact that the Rigazi in this has a different color scheme than its official one. Oh yeah! That's a thing I almost forgot. You know, after this, I definitely should run a round of survival mode with the Rigazi. That'd be fun. Rigazi in general is a very fun mobile suit, especially in as far as the concept of it goes. If you ever watched, well, not watched, if you ever read this little manga called Zeta Gundam Half, it's by the same guy who wrote Crossbone, and there's this mobile suit by the name of Zeta Half. And it's pretty much just something like a Rigazi, but not really. It's more like a Zeta, but without a backpack. Just, you know, having this fat-ass board of a flying armor. It's bloody hilarious. You should definitely read it. There's scans of it online, and with translation too. Even though it covers only one of the chapters, which is a bummer. Which, come to think of it, if I don't forget to do so, I should definitely try and cover that one. That one was fun. Hopefully once once things start going, and as far as like school shit goes, I mean, going away from my schedule, that's to be exact. I hope I'll get around to doing a lot more scripting, and that's, then again, you know, I'm a taken man now, so I may I may quite possibly be taken away from my schedule due to, you know, due to the ever so simple thing of just, you know, finding time for my GF. Oh, you got missiles? Well, guess what, boy? I got missiles too. I'm gonna make you squeal, boy. You know, funnily enough, this is another semi-irrelevant piece of trivia, right? There's this there's this book from a fairly, like, prominent author that used to write a lot of, like, Boy Scout books and over in Europe. And there was a character in one of his adventure novels whose name was Scirocco, so, you know, I'm, that did briefly fuck with me when I was, when I was first watching Zeta. I was like, Scirocco? Isn't it the guy from the, you know, not gonna finish it because it's a semi nice aim there, Jared. Yeah, he forgore. You know, have patience with Jared. He forgore. He's a special case, and by special I mean retarded. Then again, you know, he was foolish enough to call Camille a bitch, so it is only just that he reaps what he sows. Maybe him getting thrown off a fucking mountain, kinda wasn't that nice to his noggin. Oh wait, here's Jared. That was Rosamie. Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, one cannot shit on Jared enough, so I'll take it. I'll take that as a dunk. Also, did you know that the mirror size, they're pretty much stuck with Vulcans. Same goes for the Barzums, which means you can either goad them into charging and then slap them with your beam, your big fat meaty beam. Ew. Oh yeah, where was I? All I can recall was shooting Rekoa because Reko was being a Benedict Arnold, so you know. There we go, I found my bearings. Another fun, stupid piece of trivia. I actually own a giant ball bearing. Well, a large ball bearing. It's from some vehicle. Because back in my, back during the tail end of my middle school days, there was a trip to, and here we have a semi-boss rush here. I mean, technically, you can definitely view it that way. But back to the point. Like somehow I got a ball bearing from some vehicle or something. Cause there was this military vehicle repair plant in my neck of the woods, and you know there was a school trip there. So I did pretty much what anyone my age would do. I found some cool shit on the cool shit laying on the floor, and I just took it. I just fucking took it home. I think it's still somewhere in my room, just somewhere behind the boxes, just rusting off. I'll definitely find it at some point if I do endeavor to find it, which I currently don't feel like doing. But yeah, suffice to say, I've been getting up to some silly shit. for years. Now the aforementioned silly shit is being immortalized. Just... You know what? You're completely correct. This is a semi-boss rush. And I can just fuck with his hitboxes. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna make it with my last sliver of health. There you go. Oh no! Dang it! I mean, Sarah was a bitch anyway, but still. I thought this was the end of the campaign. Since, you know, it's the O. But it's only the first fight. The O is immune to the Time Stop Hero item in SD Gundam 2 SNES. Yeah, I know. It's a hell of a fight in that one. Oh. Oh, don't do this to me. Continue. Shit. I mean, at the very least, I have my spares on hand, so I just need to not make stupid mistakes, and cause I can pretty much do most of the campaign except for the Double Zeta one, where you have to dance to the stupid Mach 2 in Dublin. I can do those without losing a single stock, but see, it's not particularly hard. Just that it's just that, you know. Oh, sometimes I do silly things. I don't aim, and when I don't aim at my shit properly. Oh, fuck. See? Just like in this case. But fortunately, there you go. Sarah had been yeeted. It's funny because the O has 2 pairs of beam rifles in the Muso. 2 pairs of beam rifles in the Muso titles. What? So you're saying he has... So you're saying Shirako gets 4 beam rifles? I mean, 2 pairs. I think that was a typo, but that'd be fucking cool if it had 4 rifles. He gets 2 beam. Oh, that's slightly less badass, but still, it's pretty neat. To be honest. Imagine if he got 4 though. That'd be fucking badass. It's like, oh gee, Sally. And that lets you have 4 beam rifles? Yeah. Hell yeah. That'd be pretty badass. Oh. Dang it, it's the Jupiter's run. I don't like this one. Especially for the fact that, you know, You have to keep up with the little turrets here. I think that, you know, the controls in this one are, well, in as far as like moving in space and such goes, I can't really nail the spacing too well, pun fully intended. I mean, it's not as egregious as one would think it would be, but still it's not particularly optimal either. There we go. Speaking of Muso, well, Muso adjacent, in this case, it's a sure reasonable place. What was your favorite in Gun Battle Alliance, aside from Zeta, since you mentioned Zeta being your go-to pick for the boss? Oh, Wing Zero, yeah. Got that one as my wingman, unironically. Oh. Funnily enough. It's for one, I really like Hero Yui as a character. He's really cool. He's like, I will kill you, Relina. And then proceeds to not do so. In fact, he does the opposite. Even though I personally prefer the TV wing. It's because of the wings, to be honest. I like them wings, you know, nice and segmented, because they don't look like. Because on the Wing Zero, they kind of look like teardrops, and they, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Destiny is not a, Destiny Gundam, yeah. That one looked like fun, from what I've played. Oh, yeah, come to think of it, I still... This one I'm gonna... Oh yeah, this shade of Rigazi, yeah! Definitely, I can see what you're getting at with the Rigazi. It kind of looked like the unicorn colors version of it. Also, kind of on the note of Destiny Gundam, there was actually the go-to pick for my cousin when I was trying to get him into Gundam Versus. Like that's that was the one. That one he absolutely enjoyed. It's like, hell yeah. Because, you know, the Destiny Gundam has a big fuck off sword. It's, I said it to a couple people. I don't know whether I mentioned it here, but to me the Impulse Gundam kind of, I don't know, it seems like a second generation, like, to me, the Impulse Gundam strikes me as a second generation Strike Gundam. strikes me as a second generation strike Gundam, yeah. While the Destiny is kind of the perfect strike in a lot of ways. At least that's the way I see it. Because, it has the big gun, it has the big sword, and it has the big wings. Kind of like a combination of the air strike, the sword strike, and the launch strike. In a lot of ways. Let's do a classic matchup. Bad Acguy. Very bad Acguy. Chat, do you think that in order to like counter funnel users in Gundam, do they have them play the Mobile Suit equivalent of Toho in like combat simulation? I really like to think that such is the case because it would be funny. I can imagine just pulling up at a dude with a Cubile or something, and him being like, "Oh yeah, this is just like the stage 3 of Toho 4. Just you know, let me pull up my bad apple, and we can roll." And he just fucking obliterates all your funnels and goes like, na 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 na, and just fucking mops the floor with the cube. or things of that. Things like that. Such a shame that in this game you can't really sortie with a Gyaradoga or a Rigazi on the ground. However, you can go under the water. And you can fight the Grab Bro. There was not much of a fight. We want my go-to team in GBA: Destiny, Sazabi, and 00 Quanta. Interesting. My current setup is the Phoenix Gundam, sometimes the Goof Custom. Then my first wingman is, you know, Hero Yui in Wing Zero, and whatchamacallit, and Julieta from IBO, because her spiky Grace variant looks really cool. The regularized Julia, I mean. So one more thing that I should probably show off before I go, because I will probably have to call it in a little bit. I could probably show, well, I really, really like the Isaac in this one. Because Isaac, it has tricks up its sleeve. See, as its normal fire, it has a machine gun, which is very good for building up stacks, as you can see. And now, Sup? Death Beam. Yeah, actually, when you're at 3 stacks, you can do that. It's pretty nasty. But yeah, I'm gonna have to head off, given that I still have things to do. So I'm gonna switch on to the end end screen. Yeah, Double Zeta also had a death beam too. Yeah, on 3 stacks last time I checked. Now, I'm gonna look for a decent song, and right after that, I'll see you off. Huh. This is a nice one. But yeah, see you later.